How many of us grew up on Dr. Seuss? Millions. His books translated into 30 languages. You might have your favorite, but now there's a new one just published, and I have it here. It's called What Pet Should I Get? Here to explain how the book came to be, Dr. Seuss's art director, Kathy Goldsmith. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Mary. How are you?
Hey, we're good, and it's such a pleasure to have a minute to visit with you about this book. A lot of fans are excited. Would you set it up first, though? What's it about?
Well, it's a book about two children, a brother and a sister, who are going to pick out a pet to add to their family.
And they can't decide. There are so many options. Of course, we know Dr. Seuss wouldn't leave it simple, just they go find a pet and leave the store. But I'm curious about the manuscript, unpublished until now, but how did you discover it?
Well, I personally didn't discover it. It was in his house all along, but was put in a box probably in about 1993 when his office was being cleaned out, and then forgotten about until 2013 when somebody stumbled on the box again and opened it up. So we got a phone call from his widow, Audrey Geisel, who said that she'd found some materials in a box in a closet that we needed to come out and take a look at.
And what did you think once you saw it? And I understand even the illustrations were largely finished.
The illustrations were virtually complete. I added one little line about maybe 3/4 of an inch long to finish off one box in the book, but otherwise every line there was drawn by Dr. Seuss himself.
How did you feel, since you did work with him and knew him well, how did you feel when you set your eyes on this piece?
Well, I was absolutely, overjoyed, ecstatic, surprised. As soon as I saw the art, I absolutely knew when it came from. The children in this book are exactly the same children we meet in One Fish, Two Fish, and they're some of the children I love best of his. I just think they're beautifully drawn, and so I was thrilled to see them again and think that we would have another adventure with these two children.
What was his love in life? Had a close bond with pets from the point he was a boy, and then had dogs as an adult. He loved animals.
He loved animals. He came by it naturally. His father was actually the zookeeper in Springfield, Massachusetts, where he was born. So he came by his love of animals naturally, and he had many of them in his own life.
I'm wondering what kind of responsibility you feel publishing this book now and doing it in a manner in which Dr. Seuss would appreciate.
Oh, it's a tremendous responsibility. Nobody at Random House at all wanted to do anything but the best work to honor what this book should be, so that we have to do it when he's not here in almost the same way we would have done it had he been here. So that's a tremendous responsibility, and we took our time with it, and I think that we got a pretty good result out of it.
I must tell you, the book has been sitting on my desk for a few days, and it's so funny to see people walk by, look down, and realize this is the new book, and talk about, I collect them all, I've got to run out and get it. What are you hearing from fans?
We're hearing pretty much the same thing from fans. Of course, we've known about this for almost 2 years now, and we've had to keep it to ourselves. So to have the opportunity to finally share it with everybody else and talk about it and let them see it and let them read it and share it with the children in their lives, that's been terrific.
What an exciting secret to be keeping here. What Pet Should I Get? And I'll show it to you again so you can get a good look at the cover. Released just 3 days ago, now available where books are sold. Kathy, thank you for joining us today. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure, too.
Thank you.